there, Fuzzy Dice fans. It is Darren here again with Fuzzy Dice Motors, or for Fuzzy Dice Motors. We are over in Oklahoma, heading toward Adesa and the Z66 auto auction. You may or may not be able to see the Hard Rock Casino and Resort in the distance, but it is about 82 degrees outside. Just went through some rain, and yeah, we're gonna go take a look at take a look at some cars. I'll get it here in just a second, and still trying to find that little truck, little Ranger, a Sonoma S10, something like that, for a good friend of mine who's in need of one pretty bad. But okay, gonna go ahead and pick this back up once we get to the auction. Well, okay, folks, here we are. We're here at Adesa. Ooh, got ourselves a Jaguar here. 2017. Ourselves a Range Rover here. Let's see what year this is. This is a 2006, really? Yeah, this one is tagged, so I don't know if this one's going to go through the auction or not. I do have a Corvette over here. It's a 2006 or an 05, 2005. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stop this here. I'm going to do a mic check to see if my mic is working. Well, all right, folks, here we are outside. Took off the wonderful mask, and I did not check online, so I have no earthly idea what's over here, if anything. After this, we will be heading over to the Z66. It's about 80 degrees, had a little bit of rain driving over here, a little humid, but it's certainly not as hot as it was the last time that we were over here. Man, I gotta say that the last few times I've been over here at Adesa, it is really slim pickings. I know we saw the Jaguar and the Jaguar, the Corvette, and the Range Rover on the inside, but as far as seeing anything out here, this may be a really quick stop here before we head out to Z66. I did go online, and I already know that there's a few. Well, okay, that's one of the drawbacks of using your phone to record, is when you get a phone call, it stops your video. And it wasn't anybody I wanted to talk to anyway. Man. I've actually been trying to locate a little Avenger RT, because those things have like 283 horsepower and it'd be kind of fun. But I definitely do not think this is an RT. And also the front bumper has been screwed on. We've got whatever the heck this is here, someone's makeshift attempt to put a mirror back on incorrectly. It's scratches all over it. 83,000 miles, which is next to nothing, but nah, it's just regular old base model. There's nothing there to be excited about. It's an 06 Ford truck. I see it says Triton on it, so it probably has a 3-valve, which is notorious for bad cam phasers and whatnot. Now actually, here is a little Ranger pickup. It's a 2009, which these prices on these things are starting to skyrocket on these small trucks, especially the Rangers and S10s. This would make a good truck for my friend Mike, who basically wants a small work truck. But again, we've got the bumper being held on here by a screw, which that's not good. Windshield is cracked. It's also a manual. He's told me he did not want a manual, so okay. Yeah, I really don't think gee whiz. There is not a whole lot over here to get excited about. A matter of fact, 2017, that'd be too expensive. We may just say absolutely just the heck with this and save ourselves a lot of time and just go over to the Z66. It's a shame, because just a few years ago, man, this place was hopping. They had some really great vehicles, lots of them. I think the Z66 is just beating the crap out of them. Seen another little Ford Ranger. We'll go over here and take a quick look. The bad thing is, if I can find the right truck for the right price, it's a guaranteed sell, which is something that you don't usually have. 2011, this is the last year of this small Ranger right here. And there's something bolted down to this. 26,000 miles, my gosh. Typically, a person drives a vehicle over 30,000 miles in 1 year. This is a 2011 with 26,000 miles. And it is an automatic. It's an XLT. Take a look inside, start it up. Seems to be in just fantastic condition. It also looks like whoever was in it last was very short. Let's see. Got little jump seats in the back. There we go. I got some long legs here. I do not see any check engine lights. The AC is already cold. No manuals. Let's see, we've got power windows. Let's see if those work. We can close the door here. That window works. How about over? Yeah. The front window works. It's a little shaky. Goes up nice. Oil change sticker up there. Let's see. Alrighty here. We got it in drive. Let's see. Definitely goes forward and backwards. Well, I don't know about backwards. Let's see if it goes backwards. does in fact go backwards. I'd be really disappointed if a vehicle with 26,000 miles wouldn't go backwards. Got a nice little, well, okay, maybe coming over here was not a total loss. This is the only thing that's really got my attention. The bad thing is you're not gonna get this for a song. You're gonna pay through the nose. Does radio work? Let's see.
Outside of Oklahoma State.
It does in fact work. So it looks like everything on this works. This would probably be a fantastic truck. It's probably going to be more than what he wants to spend, but I might be able to get this and sell it to somebody else, because I don't think he'd want to spend this much on a work truck. All right, moving on. Well, I'm certainly glad I didn't drive all the way over here just to go to Adesa. That was kind of a letdown, folks. Yeah, the Jag was nice and the Corvette was nice, and the Range Rover with those, it's hit or miss. But otherwise, to drive all the way over here to look at that Ranger, it's a 2011. It's the last year they made them. Before those new ones came out, the big ones that are big as an F-150. So we're gonna go. I'm back in the car, as you can see. Yes, I am. I've got my my nice lapel mic. Did a sound check earlier. It seems to be working and working great. We're gonna go with the Z66. I know for a fact there's a couple of vehicles over there that I wanted to see. I looked at them online last night. So with that, let's go ahead and head over there. Well, okay, folks, here we are at the Z66. As you can see, there's a few more cars here to look at, and I don't remember any of the vehicles I had on my list to look at, but I know the A lane had something, and also I see some really cool looking, looks like Corvettes, maybe an old Pontiac Firebird or Trans Am, maybe a Firehawk. Scat Pack Challenger. Forget the noise, folks. They're using a power washer over here to wash some of the cars off. I can't do anything about it. 6.4 liter Scat Pack. Beautiful blue on this Stingray. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a Firebird. Don't know if it's a V8 or the V6. It's not a formula, so it's probably a V6, 1993 model. Beautiful white Corvette, red interior, the nice traditional colors, 2016. And over here we got ourselves a 2007, a nice C6. Little Veloster turbo over there, not nearly as cool as a Corvette, of course. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have inside here? Oh, Chevy pickup and another Pontiac. Is it a convertible Trans Am? Let's take a look. Oh, wow. It is a Trans Am. Wow. Oh, yeah. I like this. I like this. Biggest Pontiac fan on the planet, just about. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful car. Old Chevy Silverado here. It's like an 80s model, like 83 to 85, something like that. And actually, I believe this is someone's vehicle that works here detailing, so we'll just walk away. Here we go, 1975. This is the last convertible Corvette until 1986. It's a manual transmission. Air-conditioned convertible. It's got air conditioning vents. Air-conditioned convertible, 4-speed. Oh man, folks, it's hot out here. It wasn't hot earlier. It was kind of pleasant, like 80 degrees, and it's not pleasant anymore. We got some really chatty birds. I don't know if you can hear them on the camera or not, but man, grumpy, gripey, chattery birds. They're down there somewhere. Oh, there they go. They're mad about something. They got a lot to say. Oh man. Yep. The first thing that you notice, it don't say 4x4 on it. Oh, I should say it doesn't say 4x4 on it. So is there a market for it? Yes, there's a market for it. Brand new wheels and everything. However, man, I don't know. It's a 1999. Seats are freaking like they're gutted. Let's see if we can open the door. That'd be a... And it is a 2-wheel drive. It is really, really unfortunate. If this, sorry, my camera work needs some work. Guys, if this was a 4x4, I'd be bidding on this, and I'd take this to the upholstery shop there in Fayetteville. I'd pay him $200. He'd make that seat brand new again. $200. That's what he charges to do a lower seat portion. But let me tell you how this works. You get an SUV. That's a 2-wheel drive only. Every person that calls you is going to ask you, "Is it a 4-wheel drive?" And you're going to say, "No, it's a 2-wheel drive." They're going to say, "Oh, okay. I was trying to find a 4-wheel drive." That is how every conversation is going to go. Not 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 of the conversations. Something like this, absolutely, to me, it's crushing. You get all your hopes up. I mean, this thing is in fantastic condition for its age. It's a 1999. It's got pretty decent looking tires on it. On the other side, I saw there were some brand new ones. The paint for the year is fantastic. There's no rust that I can see. There's no major body damage. Matter of fact, you can look under here. Looks clean. I haven't done a background check to see if it's been wrecked or anything, but oh gosh, man, this hurts. Yeah, somebody would still buy it, but boy, it would be a harder sell for sure. Moving on to the next. Well, if you're wanting if you're wanting to drive around in a big pumpkin looking vehicle with a purple stripe around the belt line of the vehicle, we have giant pumpkins. 2007 BMW 335i Coupe, 102,000 miles. Now, you're probably thinking, Darren, why in the hell would you look at another BMW after the history that you've had trying to sell BMWs. On the last BMW I had, I lost about $3,000 on it, which is absolutely, totally unacceptable. It's inexcusable. Went too far down the rabbit hole. Also had a 2011 328i coupe. Did the same thing with that one. Customers should have been extremely happy because they paid me less money than what I had in it. With that being said, this is a pretty attractive model. It's 300 horsepower, and let's see if it starts. It's madly, insanely hot inside this car. Do we have any check? Okay, there's no check engine lights on. It's just out of gas. Does the AC work? The AC is blowing. If it's hot, I don't know. Hit the max button. I'll tell you one thing I can do. I can close this shade on that sunroof and cool it down just a hair. Let's see what we got here. Windows. The passenger side window does in fact work. It is down. It's going back up. Does the driver's side window work? It's squeaking, but it went down. Let's see if it goes up. Let's see. Motor sounds very healthy, and I know, folks, this air conditioner blower is probably destroying the audio. The AC is getting cool. I definitely do not feel it getting ice cold yet. Then again, it's sitting out here in the middle of the sun, and those ducks out there, they are probably super hot. Let's see what we got over here. Do we have anything in here? I don't feel it. It could be in the trunk. Cup holder works for the driver. Passenger one works as well. Let's put it into drive. Okay, it goes right into drive. Put it in reverse. Goes right into reverse. Right into reverse. I'm sorry, folks. I just can't seem to speak anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's the heat. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, motor sounds very, very strong. And surprisingly enough, I said there are no check engine lights. The exhaust sounds like it may be modified just a little bit. It's got the cool paddle shifters, which is kind of nice. I don't know. These cars now scare me to death. I've had 3 of them so far, and I've got burnt by all 3 of them. Moving on to the next. Yeah, I had to show you folks this. Look at that, man. That's a mad little bee. SRT powered 392 Scat Pack. 2017, 59,000 miles. It says get in, sit down, shut up, and hold on. Drag life. Yeah. I'm not going to say it's not nice. It says objects in mirror are losing. Let's see. The heat coming out of this thing is insane. Look at this down here, folks. Even on the floor mats. You get the impression that this car also might be a little bit modded. I mean, it doesn't need to be modded, not being it's an SRT, but it probably is. You could have a lot of fun in that car and get into a lot of trouble, and you'd have a lot of fun getting in trouble. And for you truck folks, look at this 2005 Chevy. Look at the lift on this thing. Look at the flames. How much money do you think somebody spent on doing something like this? Holy cow. 57,000 miles. It says Carfax, great value. We got some kind of graphic here on the back. Let's see what that is. It says Spartan Supply Company. Oh, okay. Yeah. Also on the tailgate. Somebody spent an absolute fortune on this. Those types of mods, folks, they are not cheap. Well, let's see if we can... My goodness. Well, if you want to check out the suspension on the underneath, there it is, right there. Door's not closed all the way. Looks like all the mods were certainly left for the underneath. The interior looks very factory. A little bit out of my wheelhouse. Okay, I'm gonna keep wandering around. I'll come back if I spot anything of interest. Well, okay, folks, I found something interesting. At least I think it's interesting. 2011 Audi S5 V8. Yes, it's a two-door coupe, which I believe all A5s are. What's the miles on this thing? 108,000 miles. Massive, massive sunroof. Love the wheels. Thank God they're not black, because I'm so over black wheels I can't hardly see straight. Small mini rant there. Absolutely gorgeous. We gotta start this one up. If we don't do anything else today, we gotta start this up. Oh, looks like somebody was really, really super tall. It was in this. Rear view mirror is absent. That would be an issue. Radio is on, so just a second. Okay, turn the radio off so we didn't get dinged. Service is due. It would be an Audi without the check engine light on. That's hysterical. Let's see. Let's give it some gas here. Wow. It's not super loud, but it sounds smooth. Now, of course, the check engine light, that could be 1,400 different things. That's actually the number that can turn on a check engine light, 1,400. So it could mean anything. And if you get in the car and it runs and drives just fine, sure, scan the code, see what it is. But if the car runs and drives great and the check engine light's on, there's no reason to panic or think the car is going to have a thermonuclear meltdown and burn down to China, and then the Chinese are going to get pissed off at us and there's going to be a full-scale nuclear war, all because the stupid check engine light is on. It could be absolutely something as stupid as a gas lid that's loose. It could be an O2 sensor. It could be any number of things. But if the car is running and driving great and it's not bucking down the street like a wild, Bronco or something, then it's probably going to be fine. So,
can I get here for a second? Let's see what that check engine light is.
All right, folks. A gentleman that works here at the auction came by. He was supposed to actually, of all things, check that code, and he plugged up the scanner, and it said that there were no codes, but the check engine light was on. But he went on to tell me that he actually drove this car around just a few days ago, and he said it drove like a champ. It didn't have any issues. So, like I was saying earlier, just because a check engine light is on does not mean the car is getting ready to explode and send itself and the occupant up into the atmosphere. So sometimes that check engine light is all just a bunch of nonsense. I said it could mean absolutely anything. But he says this is a great car. It certainly sounds awesome. The interior is good. The body is good. The miles are pretty fair on it. So I'm definitely going to have this on my list. Moving on to the next. All right, I'll just put the camera here on record, folks, and we'll just kind of walk around together. If once again, if I see anything that really grabs my attention, like the S5, oh, we have to stop for a moment and bow to the Tacoma. Yeah, the first gens of these Tacomas, if they're in great shape and low miles, they're going for over 20 grand now. That's not a joke, folks. Crazy times. Go out and find yourself a first gen Tacoma, low miles and good condition, and if you get it for next to nothing, if you steal it from somebody, basically, the right customer will pay you over $20,000 for a first gen Tacoma. Just saw it happen. Yeah, there are just certain vehicles that really grab my attention. And I've got to say that right now, I just don't know what that would be besides that Audi. And that Audi is going to go for some crazy money. I think I saw an old Mazda pickup over there. Yeah. Looks like it was pretty rough. Oh, goodness. It is super crazy hot. Man. It says a Firebird. It's not a Trans Am. Once again, it's probably a 6-cylinder. If it was a Formula, like I said earlier, it'd probably be a V8. But with this, it's just a 6. If I start rambling, it's because my brains have melted down to a liquid and they have poured out of my ears. I've seen this Mercedes before, back in Fayetteville. It's pretty rough. Actually, you can see it sitting all kind of janky off to one side. The air suspension probably is out. Man, these things are really cool. When they're working right. 07, 157. This is actually the 500. So this has the V8, which is pretty rare. Let me take you around here to show you. 4MATIC means all-wheel drive. Is our 500 V8. These are hard to find, but this one, if I remember correctly, you just want to stay away from it. The amount of money that you'd put into that thing to get it back right, it's going to exceed the value of the vehicle. You'd have to want it, and you'd have to want it really bad. I hate to think that I drove all the way over here today for basically a Ranger that'd be out of price range for me, and also the Audi, which also will be out of my price range. It's an S5, and I could have scanned the code, but I can do that once I get home. I can go to the website, pull it up, and it'll be a lot cooler there at my house than it is outside. It is really heating up, and I'm thinking more and more about hopping in the car, cranking up the AC, running through a drive-through, getting a big massive Coke, which, by the way, the Coke that I had earlier I got from Whataburger, which I love Whataburger, but that Coke was one of the worst drinks of my life. It tasted like a really horribly watered down Diet Coke, which I didn't order Diet Coke. I ordered a regular Coke, but holy cow, it was horrible. Now the F lane appears to be almost always, I mean, not always, but it appears to be empty right now, which, look at all that water. The F lane usually has some really high-end vehicles. A lot of the Lexus vehicles are here. BMWs, Mercedes, Jags, Range Rovers, and there's not much over there. There's a new Lincoln Nautilus, but got a fancy looking Mini Cooper. It's not like John Cooper Works, I don't believe. It's an S model. And it's also a 4-door, which you could probably sell it easier being 4 doors, but I see the front bumper got a huge gap there in it. 2015, 64,000 miles. Okay, that gap may just be because the hood's open, but yeah, I don't know. I believe I saw a red BMW, maybe an M4. We'll go up here and take a quick look at it. Okay, there it is. Good looking car, but no, it's not an M car. It's not even a 335. So yeah, nothing too exciting there. Nice car, but moving on. Well, folks, I guess ask and you shall receive. It's not an M4, but it is a 4 class, a 430i, a 2018, 41,000 miles. Way out of what I'd like to spend on a car, but beautiful, beautiful car. I actually like the front end. It doesn't have the gigantic, stupid grills. I like the little chrome down there around the fog lights. Good looking wheels, little chrome accent on the side. Kind of breaks up the body there a little bit. One owner, clean Carfax, nav, leather, sunroof, everything. Well, here's the thing that's disappointing me is so far I drove all the way over here. I haven't driven a single car because besides that Audi, there's nothing really that's got my attention. Well, I mean, of course, all these vets, but once again, out of price range. And a car like that, actually, as much as everyone loves them, they're not super practical, so they may be a hard sell. I mean, I don't know how hard it is really to sell a Corvette. I've never tried to sell one, but they're definitely that's a niche market. It's a niche market for someone that can have a 2-seater car. I'm getting a sinking feeling that I'm going to be driving back to Fayetteville without actually driving anything today. Weather's not too bad. I mean, besides being crazy, stupid hot. There's a small breeze over here. It was a pleasant drive, but man, I'd like to see something that I can actually sit down and place a bid on, I think behind me I saw a little convertible Mercedes with a cloth top, unfortunately. Cloth tops, their problem is they don't last forever, and to have one replaced is very expensive. You definitely want to buy one that's in good condition. Well, there's a massive Super Duty 2017 Ford F-350. My goodness, 6.7 liter Power Stroke dually. Jeez, what a truck, what a price. Well, lots of vehicles lined up, mostly SUVs and trucks, but and they're all black. I don't know, folks, call me old-fashioned, but as you see, there's a trend. Everything is a massive SUV or a massive truck, and they're all black. Definitely is a trend. I guess Henry Ford got his wish. Every vehicle is black. Don't get me wrong, folks. Black looks great on vehicles, but you don't have to have every one of them black. So we're going to go over here and look at this Mercedes real quick. Oh, there we go. Don't like the fact it's got that rag top. And the first thing I see, folks, is like I was talking about, right there on the seam, split. It's not going to be cheap to fix. It's a 2008 CLK 350. Back bumper is cracked. 67,000 miles, which is not bad for 2008. We'll go ahead and open the door here. A little bit of cracking on the leather. Once again, not bad for the age. Door closes nice and taut, just like you would expect from a Mercedes. Good looking car all the way around. Got the AMG wheels, but man, it's gonna be hard to sell that rag top that way. And you go to some place and you have that rag top fixed, you add that on top of the price of the car and your auction fees and your fees from your floor plan company, and you are going to be hurting for certain. Well, folks, I guess that's it. Probably going to head back to Fayetteville, but first I'll be running through a drive-through getting that cold drink that I was talking about. Kind of a disappointing day. I love the Audi. That Ford Ranger would make somebody a great truck, but like I was saying, it's going to go super expensive. And as always, folks, better cars, best prices. It's Fuzzy Dice or no dice.